Hey everybody, Helani here from Handmade by Helani in a part 2 video for the customer service portion of being a small business owner. And I had mentioned in video 1 that I was going to talk in video 2 about someone specific and a special story from a returning customer. So the first person I'm going to speak about is the author, Dale Carnegie. He was born in 1888 and wrote a book, How to Win and Influence People, Win Friendships and Influence People, in 1936. This book is still receiving a substantial amount of circulation. And the book was originally written for the sake of salespeople, you know, the vacuum salesmen or the Tupperware salesmen when they used to have to go door to door, drive across the country. Back in the 30s and the 40s and the 50s. And the book was written essentially to encourage salespeople to know how to influence customers and know how to actually be good friends. And it's amazing how a book written in 1936 is still so on point today, 2012. So I actually listened to the book on tape while I was sewing, and I did it over a period of several days and into about 2 weeks because it was intermittent, it wasn't consistent every night. This book is fantastic, and it completely reiterated what I had shared in part 1 of being kind, listening, and being absolutely as friendly as you can be. So Dale Carnegie, he's someone you need to look into, and it's a book you definitely need to pick up, or the audiobook. I know that there's a large circulation at libraries because business schools actually encourage their students to study it. They actually have an online training now, and over 8 million people have registered to participate. So that's the author. I'm suggesting to you, any business owner, or anybody actually, you can never know enough how to be a good person and a good friend, and it's definitely a really good book. And the second story, I actually have a book to share with you, is this book. Let's see. Sarah Young, Jesus Calling. I received this book from a customer who came to my home to place an order, and she was a repeat customer. She had purchased from me at a craft fair in 2011 and actually called me a couple days after the craft fair to purchase more of the same thing, which was the Busybody Journal. And she called me in September of 2012 to place an order for a clutch purse, which was inspired by a largely popular fabric designer that's out there. And she wanted to know if I could kind of create something. She's on a fixed budget, so the price range of that product online was more expensive than what she could afford. So we collaborated together here at my home, and we talked about what she wanted and the use for it. She was going on an Alaskan cruise, and she needed a small clutch purse. So I went ahead and took her order, and in that time here at my house, she decided to get a little personal and share with me a recent sad event, of which I will choose not to share with you, but let's just say love was a very big part of this story. And in the midst of learning about her story and something that was very recent, I got a chance to connect with this lady, and she got a chance to share her sad story with me. And I was so moved by it that when she left, I gave my husband a huge hug. That should give you enough information, but I'll keep it private because she shared it just with me specifically. In any case, when she came back to pick up the order, she shared with me that she absolutely loved that I think I sat with her for 45 minutes, that she absolutely loved that we got a chance to talk. She got to know me more, and my gosh, did she hit a soft spot in my heart to share with me something that was very personal. And so when she came to pick up her wristlet clutch, she decided, I'll show it to you again, to give me this everyday devotional. This is awesome. I mean, this gift, I mean, it's just, I love reading it every day. It's a single page. It goes by every day. There's obviously no year, so next year I'll repeat it and go through it again. But how sweet was that? She was touched. I was touched, and she felt so compelled to go out and share with me a book, which is a devotional that she surely enjoys, and she wanted me to have it. So just taking that time, I mean, it's a second example about how having time with someone, you cannot do that enough. And just listen. Sometimes something someone says could be so moving to you, you might have missed it because you choose to cut them off, which we're all guilty of doing. I do it often. Or just not being in the moment with them and thinking about something else. And it's hard. I'm a mom. I had the 2 kids here in the house with me when she was visiting. It was a good afternoon to where they were playing lovely together. But it's still something that's super important that you need to do, is listen and engage with people. So there you go. This is part 2, just kind of talking and reiterating how important it is to listen, and that something positive most likely can come from those interactions that you have when you are presenting yourself as a small business owner and as a human being. So I hope these 2 videos for customer service and being a small business have helped you. I would love to hear back from you with comments to this YouTube video, or even on my website at HilaniMade.com. Thanks so much, guys. Catch you next time.